Hey guys, it's Ryan here. So today I have a special video for you guys, and this is going to be my review of the One Piece volumes 1 to 80. So yeah, that is about 10 arcs in total, and it's awesome that One Piece is still going on to this day. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so we're going to start off with the very first arc, which is volumes 1 to, I think like 13 or 12. So yeah, this is where it all starts. Romance Dawn for the East Blue Saga. This is where it all started with Luffy and Nami and Zoro. And Zoro is the first crewmate. And I love this artwork. It changes over time, which is cool and interesting. It's not just like the same kind of artwork throughout the whole story. It evolves, basically. So yeah, I absolutely adore it. The art is very like 3D, as you can see from that, from Luffy like punching that sea beast. And yeah, so I'm gonna read the synopsis. As a child, Monkey D. Luffy was inspired to become a pirate by listening to the tales of the buccaneer red-haired Shanks, which he looks up to. But his life changed when Luffy accidentally ate the Gum Gum devil fruit and gained the power to stretch like rubber at the cost of never being able to swim again. So that's kind of interesting, with never being able to swim again, because he's a pirate, and pirates, you know, they go out to sea on boats and ships. So yeah, years later, still vowing to become the king of the pirates, Luffy sets out on his adventure, one guy alone in a rowboat, in search of the legendary One Piece treasure, said to be the greatest treasure in the world. So yeah, this is my favorite manga series of all time. So yeah, Zoro is my favorite crewmate. Luffy is my favorite protagonist. So yeah, absolutely adore One Piece. It's really fun. I think it has great pacing for especially how long it is. Like boom, 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 right to the next thing, basically. So yeah, Luffy's trying to gain a crew. The first few villains you run into is like Don Krieg, Buggy the Clown, and like there's a whole world of powers with the devil fruit powers, which is really cool. And you never know who you're going to run into, what kind of powers they might have, how strong they might be. The islands are vast and different from every location that you go to. So yeah, it's a great start, but One Piece just gets better and better as you go on. So the next arc after the East Blue Saga, and we meet a few crewmates leading up to this. We have Sanji, Chopper, Usopp, and then of course Zoro and Nami, which were the first few crewmates. They got the Going Merry ship from Usopp when they met him on that island. And yeah, so we got volume 23 here, with Vivi in the middle. I think she's good enough to be a Straw Hat. She's awesome. I love the artwork on the back as well, with the like color pages where you can buy the artwork compendiums, which have a vast amount of artwork, and it's really fun to look at. Yeah, there's a lot leading up to the finale of Barrack arc with the villain Sir Crocodile and all of his henchmen that work for him. But man, what an awesome finale. It's like emotional and epic for this part of the story. And One Piece definitely goes into a lot of backstories, fleshes out characters. Yeah, the world is just so vast and amazing. So yeah. After that, we get to Skypiea with the villain Eneru, or Enel, whichever version you're reading, whether the Japanese or English. And yeah, there's like over 1,000 episodes for the anime. There's over 100 volumes in the manga. So there's a lot of content to enjoy, which I know can like kind of like be off-putting for some people because of like a time commitment it is. But if you're a fan of One Piece, it's awesome because there's so much of it to enjoy, basically. So yeah. It's really interesting them having like a Sky Island, which I would have expected. And yeah, the artwork is amazing and just is amazing in general. And like the boss fights, basically the main, fights are epic to watch and read. So yeah. That's Skypiea. And then one of my favorite arcs is Water 7 and Eni's Lobby. So we have Frankie there, Iceberg, the CP9 members, the Sea Train, and we have like the Straw Hats below here. This is like one of my favorite volume covers in One Piece. It's awesome. Yeah, I think this has my favorite fight with the main villain, Rob Lucci. So yeah, it's great getting like new crewmates and whatnot, and seeing what powers they have. Like Frankie's a cyborg. All the Straw Hats are different and varied. So yeah. It's like emotional in the Water 7 Eni's Lobby because like Usopp wants to leave the crew. There's like Nico Robin and the CP9 members, and they're trying to execute her and stuff, and Luffy has to, and all the Straw Hats have to save her, basically. Alright, next up we got is Thriller Bark, which is 4 volumes in total. It's like a Halloween kind of island where we meet Brooke, the musician, which is a surprise, a fun delight, for sure. And yeah, I like this arc. It's perfect for Halloween time, and it's a lot of fun. I like the SBS, which is like the Q&A with Oda, and every volume of One Piece, where you learn more about stuff. It's kind of like behind the scenes, or just questions and, different trivia and stuff that you would never know if you never read it. So that expands upon One Piece. Yeah, Brooke is great, Frankie's great, all the Straw Hats are great. So next up we got is Sabadi. So yeah, I think, yeah, this is on an island where there's like all these pirates, and there's like celestial dragons and whatnot. And basically, Luffy is trying to save his brother Ace. So he has to break into Impel Down, the Gel Island. And there we meet some like familiar characters, some new characters like Jinbei. So yeah, that's definitely interesting. Luffy trying to save his brother in time before he gets executed. And then unfortunately Ace perishes in battle. It's sad, but Luffy keeps on going. And this is Romance Dawn for the New World. This is 2 years later after the events of the Paramount War. So yeah, love this cover. So much fun. So yeah, basically their next destination is Fishman Island. And I remember back in the Arlong Pirates arc, like that fight with Arlong and Luffy and like the fishermen was definitely interesting, for sure. And we're seeing more fishermen here with Hody Jones, who fights like Zoro, he fights Luffy, and yeah, we'll see if Arlong comes back. That would be interesting. There's like so many different characters, and like the islands are all varied and different and whatnot. And yeah, so we have Punk Hazard with this scientist, and yeah, there we see Law. We see more of him. And we learn about Law's backstory, leading right into Dressrosa, with Doflamingo, the main villain. And yeah, so I've read volumes 1 to 80 of One Piece. So yeah, this has been my thoughts on all those volumes. So yeah, this was interesting with like the backstories, the Colosseum, like Rebecca, Law's backstory, and fight with Doflamingo, Law, and Luffy was very entertaining. And right now I am currently reading volume, I think 80 or 81. So yeah, can't wait to read more, enjoy more of One Piece. I saw One Piece film Red this year. That was awesome. I loved all the songs and the music in them. It's very entertaining. So yeah, One Piece has my favorite protagonist. It's my favorite manga. One of my favorite series of all time. And it's amazing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, peace out.